Be me, 26, and somehow I'm the villain, because I won't give a chance to dudes I'm not into. Okay, rewind, because people keep acting like I woke up evil. One day there's this guy, Tyler, been my best friend since like junior year of college, met through mutuals at some sweaty house party, where the beer tasted like pennies. He's 27 now, works in IT, obsessed with video games, watches anime, all that stereotypical nerd starter kit. But he's genuinely a good dude, the kind who actually shows up, and I mean shows up for everything. 2 years ago, I was dating Chase, personal trainer, type 6'1", stupid pretty, lives on shirtless gym pics, and protein powder. I had an early flight to Puerto Vallarta, like 6:10 a.m., asked Chase if he could drive me. He hits me with the, "Babe, I'm exhausted," like I asked him to donate a kidney guess who's outside my place at 4:40 a.m. Tyler holding my exact coffee order, like he had it saved in his DNA, loads my suitcase, hauls my carry-on, doesn't whine. Once I could tell he barely slept, eyes all puffy, hoodie up like a raccoon, and I'm ranting the whole drive, how hard is it to do one thing for your girlfriend? Tyler just drives and lets me talk. That's his thing. He listens. Chase cheated on me, like 3 months into that trip. I found out through Instagram because he was too dumb to even hide it. Some girl tagged him. I called Tyler at like 12:20 a.m. Absolutely ruined, sobbing so hard my face hurt. He's at my apartment in maybe 18 minutes, shows up with ice cream and those cheap paper towels, because he knows I cry like a faucet. Lets me ugly cry on his shoulder for literal hours. At some point, I'm hiccuping and I blurt out, "God, why can't I ever be into the nice guys?" Then I add, "Because I'm a mess and my mouth never shuts up. You never deal with this because you don't even date." He went quiet after that. I felt bad for like half a minute, then the tears came back and he was just there anyway. Later, when I finally calmed down, I grabbed his hands, made him look at me. "Tyler, promise me something. Promise you'll always be here for me. You're literally the only guy I can count on. Everyone else bails, but you don't. You get me." His eyes got all watery like he was trying not to blink. "I promise, Madison. Always." I hugged him and honestly felt so safe, it was disgusting. Like no matter what dumpster fire I dated next, Tyler would still be my constant. And for the record, people love twisting this part. Tyler and me are platonic. He had a little crush on me. Freshman year, painfully obvious. I let him down gently. He handled it like an adult. We moved on, and yeah, I'm more conventionally attractive than him. That's not me being cruel, it's just reality. I'm 5'6", I work out, I'm in marketing, I make decent money, I take care of myself. Tyler's like 5'10" on a generous day, and back then he was pretty overweight. Not as an insult, just factually, hoodies and jeans, 24/7 League of Legends until 2 a.m. Anime marathon sweet guy, but romantically? No. I don't think honesty should be a hate crime. A year ago I was dating Nolan musician type, tattooed, "My art is my soul" energy. Tyler helped me move apartments while Nolan had band practice. Tyler carried my furniture up 3 flights, assembled my bed frame like he came with an Allen key built into his hand. Some of my friends wandered in near the end, and Kara goes, "Does Tyler ever get tired of doing this stuff?" I laughed because it seemed obvious. Tyler's not like other guys. He respects women and doesn't expect anything from me. Then, because my friends are my friends, I said what everyone was thinking. Plus, realistically, what girl is gonna date him? I'm probably the closest thing to a girlfriend he's ever gonna have. Everyone laughed. It wasn't meant to be nasty, it was just true. At the time, Tyler was in the other room, pretty sure he was wrestling with my TV stand or whatever point is. The friendship worked, I could vent about dating, work drama, family garbage, and he'd be supportive, never judgy, never weird. Until recently, until 3 months ago. Things started shifting. Tyler got distant, started canceling plans, took hours to text back, instead of seconds. Then he drops it on me, like it's nothing he's seeing. Someone excuse me? Tyler doesn't date. Tyler doesn't go to bars. Tyler doesn't use apps. Tyler doesn't walk up to women, like, "Hey." Tyler goes to work, plays games, hangs with me. That was his whole life, apparently not anymore. Her name's Haley. They met at the gym. Since when does Tyler even go to the gym? And now my best friend of 7 years is too busy because some random girl decided he's boyfriend material, and everyone's acting like I'm insane for being upset. So Let me spell out what our friendship actually looked like before Haley rewired his brain 6 months ago. Pre-Haley, this was normal. Saturday afternoon, I'm getting ready for a first date with Brandon Finance Bro. BMW. Thinks spreadsheets are foreplay. I text Tyler, emergency. Need outfit opinions, come over. He shows up in like 28 minutes. I make him sit on my bed while I do a full fashion show. 7 outfits, this one or this one. Does this look desperate? Be honest, am I trying too hard? He actually rates them, gives thoughtful feedback like it's a paid service. I pick the dress he says makes me look the prettiest. I lean over and give him a quick forehead kiss. You're the best fake boyfriend ever. He smiles, but it's kind of thin. 2 weeks later, I'm texting Brandon and psychoanalyzing every message. I screenshot the whole conversation. Like 52 messages, send it to Tyler at 11:15 p.m. On a Tuesday, call him immediately. Okay, so he said LOL yeah after I joked about his job. What does that mean? Is he being dry? Should I double text? Tyler goes, dead tired. Madison, it's almost midnight. I have work, I tell him. This'll take like a minute. 49 minutes. Later we've psychoanalyzed every comma like we're decoding a ransom note. Brandon was being completely normal. I was just spiraling. Tyler reassures me. Anyway, I calm down, feel all warm and validated. Don't ask him once how his day was. Then there was my friend's birthday thing. Brandon was busy, which is code for he didn't reply to my invite. I text Tyler, need you as my date tonight. I can't show up alone like some sad gremlin, he replies. I was gonna have a quiet night, maybe catch up on sleep, and I hit him with a voice note where I make my voice all wounded on purpose. Wow, okay. I guess I thought our friendship meant more. After everything we've been through, all the times I've been there for you, couldn't name a single example in the moment, but it sounded correct. He caves instantly. No, I'll come. What time? At the party, I introduce him like he's my accessory. This is Tyler, my Tyler, use him as a human shield. Whenever some guy I wasn't into tried talking to me, stand next to him, smile, let them bounce off. Then Kyle shows up ridiculously hot. Consulting job? That smug, I own dress shoes. Confidence starts flirting with me, and I literally walk away from Tyler, mid-sentence, like, he's background music, get Kyle's number before we even leave. And on the ride home, I talk about Kyle the entire time, how tall he is, how he smelled expensive, how he called me dangerous. Tyler barely says anything the next week at our Sunday brunch, the one we'd done every single Sunday at 10:45 a.m. For like 17 months straight, Tyler casually goes, I might skip next week. Work's been killing me. I'm exhausted. My face drops so fast it's embarrassing. Go ice cold, oh, okay. Sip my coffee in dead silence like I'm in a courtroom. He notices immediately. What's wrong? I do the dramatic sigh. Nothing, pause. It's just, I thought this was our thing. But if you're too busy for me, it's fine. He backpedals so fast he almost falls over. No, I'll be there. Sorry, I was just tired. I'll be there. And I brighten instantly like a light switch. Yay. See, I knew I could count on you. Later that week at girls' night, Kara brings it up again. Madison, why do you keep Tyler around if you're not into him? I roll my eyes. Because he's actually a good person. Not everything is about hooking up, Kara. Some of us value real connection. Megan jumps in, half drunk, feeling brave. But isn't it kind of mean? He obviously still likes you. I get defensive immediately. He's a grown man. If he had a problem, he'd say something. And it's not my fault he's too scared to actually put himself out there. What am I supposed to do? Find him a girlfriend? We all laugh, and I add the line that gets the biggest laugh. Honestly, I'm probably the most female attention he's ever gonna get. He should be grateful. More, laughing another round of wine. I tell myself, I'm not being cruel. I'm being honest. There's a difference. And yeah, looking back, I wonder if Tyler heard any of that. My apartment isn't huge and he was in the kitchen refilling drinks, whatever. Point is, the friendship worked. I was there for him. He was there for me, until he decided I wasn't enough anymore. The shift really started 3 months ago. At our Sunday brunch, I show up at our usual spot, and Tyler's already there. But something's off. He's wearing a fitted Henley instead of his usual saggy hoodie. His face looks slimmer, jawline showing up like it just got hired. I notice don't comment because I'm distracted. My phone keeps buzzing. Brandon texting. I'm venting nonstop about how he refuses to define what we are after 2 months. Like, why are men allergic to commitment? Tyler's quieter than usual, keeps looking past me, like his brain is elsewhere. I finally go, "You good?" He nods. "Yeah, just thinking about some stuff." I don't press, go right back to my Brandon breakdown at the end of brunch, as we're standing up. He goes, "Hey, I might not be able to do next Sunday. I've got plans." I pause mid-sip. Plans? What plans? He shrugs like it's no big deal, just something I committed to. I wait for details. He gives none. I go, "Okay, sure," in the tone that very clearly means it is not okay and not sure. He doesn't bite, doesn't apologize, doesn't panic, just pays his bill and says he'll text me. And over the next 6 weeks, everything keeps sliding. Week 1, Tyler starts taking 4 or 5 hours to reply. He used to answer in like 15 minutes. Week 2, he cancels brunch again, just a dry little, can't make it busy. I try the guilt move. "This is becoming a pattern, Tyler." He answers, "Sorry, rain check." That's it. No long explanation. No anxious overcompensating, just rain check. Like I'm some coworker week 3. Brandon officially ghosts me. Full disappearance, I'm wrecked. Call Tyler crying at 11:40 p.m. He picks up and his voice is low, like he's trying not to wake someone. "Madison, I'm really sorry. I can't talk right now. Can I call you tomorrow?" I just freeze. "Are you serious right now? I need you." He sounds firm, not mean, just, "Done, I know. And I will be there tomorrow. I promise, I just can't tonight." And then he hangs up. I stare at my phone like it insulted me. Tyler had never ever done that before. He does call the next day. Lets me cry about Brandon for like an hour, but something's off. He's distracted, keeps the call shorter than usual, and when I suggest he come over, he says, "I can't," doesn't even explain why. And that's when I finally snap. I call him back, no tears, just anger. "Are you mad at me? Did I do something?" He goes, "No, you didn't do anything." "Then why are you being so weird?" Long pause like he's deciding whether to tell me. Then he says it, "I've been seeing someone. It's new." My brain straight up short circuits, shock, disbelief, anger. Then I slap on fake excitement like it's a mask. "Oh my God, Tyler, that's amazing. Who is she? Tell me everything." Inside, I'm panicking. He says, "Her name's Haley. We met at the gym a couple months ago." The gym? And then it hits me how that sounds, so I scramble. "I mean, I didn't know you were working out." "That's great." He goes, "Yeah. I've been going for about 6 months, and I somehow never noticed." I force another smile into my voice. "Okay, so what's she like?" "I want to meet her." He hesitates. "It's still pretty new." "I don't want to jinx it." I lean into it, voice sharper than I mean it to be. "Tyler, I'm your best friend." "Of course you should meet her," he says, "maybe soon. Let's just see how it goes." And after we hang up, I just sit there in silence, staring at my living room like it's suddenly unfamiliar. My chest feels tight, threatened, jealous. Something gross I don't want to name. I tell myself I'm just being protective, like I'm the gatekeeper, making sure this girl is good enough for him. Totally normal friend behavior, right? A week later, Friday, like 10:20 p.m., I decide to run a little test because I'm spiraling and I need proof I still matter. I text Tyler, "Tyler, my car broke down on State Route 17. It's dark and I'm freaking out. Can you come get me, please?" I'm literally on my couch in sweatpants with Netflix, paused 15 minutes. Go by, then he replies, "Oh no, are you okay?" And then the line that makes my stomach drop. "I'm with Haley right now. I'm across town. I can Venmo you for an Uber or call you a tow truck." I just stare at my screen. In 7 years, he'd never said no to showing up. When I ask never, I type a response, delete it, type another delete. It do that. Like 4 more times, because my pride and my panic are fighting. Finally I send, "Nah, it's fine, I'll figure it out." Then I add the petty dagger, "Guess I know where I stand now." He replies immediately, calm as ever. "I'm really sorry, Madison. Call if you need anything else. Be safe." Doesn't defend himself, doesn't freak out, doesn't chase me, doesn't take the bait. I lose it, throw my phone across the room onto my rug, like it personally betrayed me over the next few weeks. Tyler gets more and more unavailable and I get more and more insane. I start checking his socials. Like, it's my job, refreshing, scrolling, zooming in on everything. Then I find it a gym progress pic, and it hits me like a slap. He's lost a noticeable amount of weight, actual definition in his arms. Chin looks sharper, he's standing straighter. He looks confident top. Comment is from Haley Parker. So proud of you, babe. My thumb moves on its own. I click her profile, public 24 years old. Physical therapist, of course, posts homemade sourdough. Like, it's a personality trait. Hiking pics, golden retriever content, the full wholesome package. Then I see the photos with Tyler, one at a brewery. She's laughing at something. He said he's smiling, like he actually believes he's funny. Caption says, best Sunday with my favorite person. Sunday our day. Then another photo. Haley and Tyler at what looks like a family dinner, older couple in the background, smiling. Caption, meeting his parents so thankful. My hands start shaking. This isn't some casual fling. This is serious. I text Tyler, we need to do our monthly movie night. It's been forever. This Friday, he responds. Can't this Friday. I'm meeting some of Haley's friends, and something in me just snaps. I fire off the message before my brain can stop my fingers. Remember when you promised you'd always be there for me? Or does that not matter now that you have a girlfriend? Send instant regret can't unsend, he replies. That's not fair. I'm still here for you. I'm just also building a relationship. You have to understand that. I'm fuming, pacing in my apartment. I type, I don't think she understands how close we are. Any secure woman wouldn't care that you have a best friend, he replies, like he's been rehearsing. Haley knows exactly how close we are. This isn't about insecurity, I shoot back. Then what is it about? He says, can we talk in person? 2 weeks later, we meet at a coffee shop. Weekday afternoon, I show up early, heart pounding, like I'm going to an interview. And, yeah, I'm petty. I wear the dress. Tyler once told me, look best on me, hair done, makeup, perfect. Like, if I look good enough, he'll remember something. Remind him what he's giving up. He walks in exactly on time, and I almost don't recognize him. He looks good. Actually, good shirt. Fits him now. Beard-trimmed posture, confident. He moves like someone who isn't apologizing for existing. My stomach twists in this ugly way. We order drinks, small talk that feels like chewing cardboard. Then he finally goes, so, what did you want to talk about? I start soft, because I'm trying to be strategic. I just feel like we're drifting, and it's breaking my heart. We've been through so much together. You're literally my person. He nods, quiet. I know our friendship means a lot to both of us. I keep going. So why does it feel like you're choosing her over me? And tears show up, real ones, annoying ones. He exhales, I'm not choosing anyone over anyone. I'm just balancing my life differently now. I shake my head. But it's not balanced. You used to always be there. Now I feel like I have to schedule you weeks in advance. I barely see you. He looks tired. Madison, I'm in a relationship. That takes time and energy. You've been in relationships. You know how it is. I take a breath, try to steady my voice. Can I ask you something, and you have to be honest? He nods, like he already knows where this is going. Did you ever think, maybe we could have been something more? Like, maybe the timing was never right. But now, his eyes harden. Madison, don't. I lean in anyway, because I'm already in too deep. I'm serious. We have history. We have a connection. We know everything about each other. Doesn't that count for something? He nods slowly. Of course it counts. You're one of my closest friends. But that's what we are. Friends. I push again. But what if we didn't have to be? What if we gave us a real chance? Long silence. He looks down at his coffee like it has answers in it. Then he says it, quiet but sharp. I waited for you for 3 years. 3, and my throat tightens. He keeps going before I can interrupt. I was there for every breakup, every 2 a.m. call, every time you needed someone. And you made it clear in every possible way you didn't see me like that. I open my mouth. He holds up a hand, not rude, just final, and I don't blame you. You can't force attraction. But I moved on. I met someone who actually sees me, and I'm happy. I feel heat flood my face, and I say the nastiest thing I can think of to make it his fault. So this is revenge? You're punishing me because I wasn't ready before? He shakes his head. No. This is me choosing someone who chose me first. My voice jumps up. So you're just gonna throw away years of friendship because some girl you've known like 5 months doesn't like our bond? He doesn't flinch. Haley isn't insecure. I spit back. Then why can't you keep our friendship the way it was? And he says it, calm but brutal. Because the way it was wasn't healthy. I freeze. What the hell is that supposed to mean? He looks me dead in the face. You made me cancel plans to come raid outfits for your dates. You called me after midnight on my birthday because you were bored and wanted to talk about a guy who ghosted you. You told your friends I'd probably never get a girlfriend, he says, like he's reading off a receipt. I go cold, my face literally drains. Who told you that? He shrugs. Does it matter? The point is, I let you treat me like I should be grateful just to be in your orbit. And for a long time, I actually believed I was. I scramble, offended on instinct. That's not fair, Tyler. I never asked you to do those things. You offered. He nods. You're right. I did. And that's on me. Then he looks me straight in the eye. But I'm done now. Panic hits. So I try switching tactics, go for the moral high ground. So you're telling me supporting me through my journey of self-discovery was me using you? That's so anti-feminist, Tyler. Women are allowed to prioritize themselves without being punished later. He almost laughs, like a short, sharp exhale. Madison, this has nothing to do with feminism. This is about basic respect. You can prioritize yourself and still treat people well. Those aren't opposites, I snap back. I always treated you well. His voice stays calm, which makes it worse. You treated me like an emotional support animal. Something you could put back in the crate when you were done. Tears start sliding down my face, embarrassing and hot. I can't believe you're doing this after everything. He shakes his head. I'm not doing anything except being honest. I love you as a friend, but I'm in love with Haley, and I need you to respect that. I grab at a last little hook. Does she know you promised you'd always be there for me? He doesn't even hesitate. She knows everything, including why I never should have made that promise. Then he stands up, pulls out cash drops enough on the table for both coffees, like it's a closing statement. I hope you find someone who makes you as happy as Haley makes me. I really do. And he walks out. I just sit there alone at a sticky cafe table, humiliated, furious. Like I got dumped, even though I wasn't dating him that night. I replay everything in my head, and I decide he's wrong. I wasn't using him. I was being honest about what I needed. That's healthy. He's the one who changed. So I draft a text. Tyler, I think you're making a huge mistake. What we have is rare. Real connection doesn't happen often, and you're throwing it away for someone you barely know. I stare at it, delete it, rewrite it softer. I just want you to be happy. But I hope you realize what you're giving up. Send, delivered. Read no reply. A few days later, I meet Kara and Megan for lunch. I vent the whole time about Tyler abandoning our friendship. Kara does that careful voice people use before they insult you. Madison, do you think maybe you were kind of taking advantage of how he felt about you? I blink. Excuse me? Megan piles on. You kind of kept him on the hook. And now that he moved on, you're upset. I feel my face burn. I'm upset because he promised he'd always be there for me. And now he's breaking that promise. Kara shrugs. People make promises before they know better. He's allowed to have boundaries, and it lands like a slap. I stare at them, so you're on his side. There aren't sides, Megan says. We're just saying maybe look at it from his perspective. I change the subject, because if I don't, I'll explode. And walking out of that lunch, I feel completely alone. 2 days later, I decide to reach out to Haley directly, woman to woman, because obviously she's the problem, right? I find her Instagram, DM her, "Hey Haley, I'm Madison, Tyler's best friend. I think it'd be good for us to meet and chat. Tyler and I have a really special bond, and I'd hate for there to be misunderstandings. Let me know if you're free for coffee," she responds within an hour. "Sure, tomorrow at 3. There's a cafe on Oak Street." I feel this stupid little rush of victory, like, yes, I'm gonna handle this. We meet the next day. Haley looks exactly like her. Pictures warm, smile, minimal makeup, jeans and a sweater, effortless. I show up in a power outfit blazer, heels, full face walk in like I'm negotiating a merger. She says hi, polite. I go first. Thanks for meeting me. I just wanted to clear the air since Tyler and I have been best friends for years. And I know sometimes that can be threatening to new girlfriends. She doesn't even blink. I don't feel threatened. I give her a tight little smile, kind of condescending without meaning to. Well, that's good. I just want you to understand Tyler and I have a deep history. We've been through a lot. That bond doesn't just disappear. She nods like she already knows the whole script. I'm aware of your history. I lean in a bit. Great. So you understand he and I will always be close. She tilts her head. Can I ask you something, Madison? Sure, I say, too confident, and she drops it. Calm as anything. Did you want Tyler when you thought no one else would? I freeze. What? Simple question, she says, when Tyler was heavier. Working a job you didn't think was impressive. Spending all his time being available to you. Did you want him then? I fumble. That's not the point. She nods once. So that's a no. And my stomach sinks. She keeps going, still calm. But now he's fitter, more confident, happy with someone else. And suddenly you're interested. Or are you just upset your backup plan found someone better? I sit up straighter, voice sharp. That's not fair. I was on my own journey. I wasn't ready for... She cuts in, not loud, just direct. You made him promise he'd always be there for you. You called him after midnight on his birthday to talk about other guys. You told your friends he'd never get a girlfriend. My face goes white. He told you that? She nods. He told me everything. How you had him help you get ready for dates with other men. How you guilt-tripped him when he couldn't drop everything. How you only valued him when he was useful. I whisper. I was being a friend. She doesn't even flinch. Friends are mutual. What did you ever do for Tyler? Silence, because my brain is sprinting and finding nothing. She leans forward a little. You didn't want him, but you didn't want anyone else to have him either. He was your emotional support, your ego boost, your constant. And now that he chose someone who actually values him, you're panicking. I clench my jaw. I've known him for years, I say, like it's a weapon. She nods again, and in those years you watched him be alone, and you did nothing except make sure he stayed available. Then she hits the part that makes my throat close. I've known him a few months, and I've seen him become the happiest he's ever been. I try one last desperate line. He'll realize what we have is more important than some new relationship high. She stands up, calm, final. If he wanted you, he'd be with you. But he already chose. And she leaves. A week later, I see the post Instagram Tyler and Haley. All smiles her hand in the picture with a ring caption. She said yes. Happiest man alive. I just stare at it. Thumb-hovering comments packed with congratulations from mutual friends, people who used to laugh with me about him. I start typing, congrats you too. Delete it, and suddenly I'm the villain. Like I committed a crime by having standards, like I did something wrong by prioritizing my growth and not settling. Tyler was supposed to understand. He was supposed to be different, patient, supportive, always there. Instead, he found some wholesome bread-baking girl who plays future wife, whatever. I don't need Tyler. I never needed him. I have my career, my independence, my standards. If he's happy in his suburban fairy tale, good for him. I'll be fine. I'm always fine, even when I'm not.